Hello.
Hi guys, we are
Herndon.JonesSquared. 2 times.
Back with another video. So today, we're talking about how people come to social media just to
deal with their relationship problems.
Basically, or to like down or degrade their partner. It's an epic no for me.
No, for me also.
Right. So my wife and I have been watching this couple, or what, like gay couple.
Watched their videos. So we watched them before, and we saw how compatible
and in love they were. Yes, and they were like fluidly compatible. So we thought.
And they've been married for 1 year. They've
3
been
years.
Together. No, they've been married for 1.
Okay, married for 1 year.
They've been together for 3, but they've known each other for
close to 15 years.
Right.
But however, they had a small situation that turned into something massive.
Okay, so what we heard was that the situation was that they had a disagreement on one of the girl's son's birthday, where the wife walked out, and that turned into an entire explosion. But
this wife walked out because I guess she's the calmer one in situations, especially around other people.
Right.
Didn't want to cause a scene, so she just kind of left.
Right.
I can understand why the wife was upset because it was her son's birthday party. However, the other person left the situation because it could have become something of, you know, like
maybe physical,
just massive in front of other people.
Right.
So she basically left because she didn't want to deal with the situation there.
Right.
And we saw a video where the wife
went on live
and degraded
the wife.
I mean, degraded.
I mean, put all of their business in the streets, honey.
I mean, nothing was off limits. Nothing.
Told all of her business prior to their relationship.
Intimate conversations. Confidential information. And just things
that she knew about her that she was basically trying to hurt her.
Basically.
Because she felt hurt in what happened to cause the incident.
Yeah, which was crazy. But it was obvious that this happened because they obviously go through things and lack communication and sweep things under the rug.
Right.
So it's an epic no for me. Like, I'm just totally not the one to go on social media and just
air out.
Yeah, or kind of get at someone or retaliate or express my feelings on social media, whether it's about a friend, loved one, relationship, whatever.
You don't do that.
No, it's an epic no for me.
No. So the one wife went on social media, Facebook to be exact, and you know, not just telling what happened and why they were going through what they were going through, but she went back to when they met and the wife's circumstances at that time, and
lived in a studio apartment with 2 children, not having any money, not paying any bills,
not wearing this real jewelry until she met her.
Yeah, but you're in love with this person. You guys have a social media channel,
right? A business,
right? And this is something that no one would have known had not the wife come on and just totally just
aired out.
I mean,
all the laundry, the clean and the dirty laundry.
You hear me? Literally, and I'm not making this up, I had to clutch my pearls like, woo, how can someone say that they love you and they do that? Because in this video, this woman kept talking about her, degrading her, but then in the same instant saying, I love her dirty drawers, and I love her.
I love my wife.
Yeah, so how?
But how do you do that in the same sentence, say you love your wife? You would never, and then you should never. Like, even when it comes to family and friends, like if you love your family, if you love your friends, you should never, well, again, we all have different opinions, but I would never go on social media and just because I know these things about you, tell the world about that. Because once you put it out there,
it's out there.
Not the internet, on the internet, everybody knows. It's, you know, somebody's gonna screenshot it, somebody's gonna record it,
have their way with it, honey.
Yeah. Now, how would you feel about that? Like,
I would be heartbroken.
Have you ever done that before?
I have not. Like, now, say if I'm going through something and I see like a affirmation or something that's positive about how to get through a certain situation, it may resonate with me or something that I've gone through. But I can't say that I've ever intentionally typed words or went on social media to type a subliminal message for anyone that I've ever dealt with because of something that we may have gone through.
Right.
You know, but yes, I have definitely posted messages that if the person is reading it, then they know that they have some relation to what I'm talking about.
I've never done anything subliminal to family or friends. I would never do that because me being who I am, I'm going to always let you know how I feel. But I've been in situations, never relationships, but situations where I saw something and I'm like, okay, well, this makes sense to me right now. This is what I'm going through right now.
Right.
And I'll repost it, not even hoping that the person will see it, but just saying that this relates to me in this moment and this is how I feel. So I'm going to repost it. Never, again, anything to the point of like, okay, well, being nasty or being mean or being to the point where I can't take it back.
Exactly.
Because you should never, again, we're all different, we're all humans and we deal with things in different ways, but you should never put something out there in the atmosphere, in the universe, on the internet that you can't take back, because once it's out there, it's out there.
And the thing is, and my whole thing is this, whether it's with my wife, with a relative, family member, friend, co-worker, or whatever, once it's out there, it's out there. And you know, leading with love to me is like truly my motto. I really lead with love. Like even in my most angriest moments, I still lead with love. And it's like, you can't take it back. I would never call my beautiful wife out of her name because
never. I would never call you out of your name.
Well, thank you.
No,
because she doesn't deserve that. And like, you know, when real love is involved, like to me, love doesn't hurt. Like people have their own little synopsis or what they feel about love and all these things, and they give themselves validation for when they're hurt or someone may have made them feel a certain way, they feel slighted. That gives them the red light, or not the red light, but the green light to just go out there and there be no holds bar. Like, you know, you can't do that. And friendships, relationships, workships, like motherships, fatherships, whatever the ship is, you just simply cannot do that. Because how do you come back from that?
How do you come back from that?
How could I call my wife out of her name?
And then
totally handle a situation that could be handled in love unlovingly.
And then that night we have to get into bed and
like
sleep
cuddle,
together. And it's like, how do you do that?
You can't.
At that point, like the trust has been broken, because I can no longer trust that my most innermost secrets are not safe with you.
Right.
I can't trust that. I can't tell you things that you'll keep to yourself. I can't trust that I can be who I am with you, because if you ever get angry with me again,
you'll know
you'll
that
go on the internet and say,
media,
my wife did this, my wife said that, my wife used to live in a shelter and now I made her who she is. I gave her money.
I give her allowances.
Right. I give her real jewelry.
Right, right. She didn't wear real jewelry until she met me. Like, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how do two people who
supposedly love each other.
And listen, so we watched 2 reaction videos of this situation.
From both sides.
And
one
both
wife
of them
and the other wife
kept speaking about how much they love one another. Now, one wife was a little more degrading than the other. The other woman was a little more subdued or laid back about
it. She took shots, though. She definitely took
She took minor shots, though. She did take shots, but
it wasn't to the point of the other wife. The other wife went all in. It was
a fraction.
Everything. Like what she did for her, what she paid for, what she did during the relationship, before the relationship, how she took things that she had given to her and her children,
how she lived in a 1 bedroom with 2 kids.
No, you don't do that, because,
right,
you know, again, if you say you love somebody, you should never get angry to the point where you would now spill everything, or even go and tell anybody what you've been through, what they've been through.
I totally agree.
And if you are, again, if you love somebody, that should never be something that you should do to get back at someone. But I get it. We're all different. We all handle things differently.
And just like I told my wife, like, for instance, 2 people can watch a movie, 2 can hear a conversation and get something totally different. Because again, not even identical twins are the same.
Right.
You will always.
Well,
I'm fraternal.
Fraternal.
But I'm a twin, and my twin and I are different. But you know, we have some similarities. However, we're not the same person.
Right.
So our moral and value systems are different.
Right.
There are just some things my twin would do that I'm just like, it's a strong no for me. It's a, you know, whatever. But it's just like, there's nothing that my wife or anyone in my life could do to make me go on social media and then reduce them to this.
Yeah. Even if you feel that way, I get it.
Yeah,
like
I'll
if
deal
you're
with
hurt,
the person. I'm a communicator.
Right.
And communication is
important.
Key. It's important. Because we've had our minor disagreements. And I say minor because
they're bumps.
Yeah, they are.
Like you go in the school zone, that little bump, you go over that little bump, 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 bump.
That's it.
When you get off of that bump, everything is good.
That's
but that comes, again, because you genuinely love that person and because you know how to communicate. And you have to understand that you are two different human beings from two different circumstances.
Facts.
Who may handle things differently.
Because there are things, without, you know, divulging too much, that my wife probably feels I don't handle like she would handle, and I feel the same way. There are things that she may handle in a way that I would feel like, no, that's not how you should handle that. But then you just have to understand, she's not me and I'm not her. But I love her in spite of, like I love her. It's my love for her is so much bigger than that.
Right.
So talking about things and understanding her perspective and then her understanding my perspective, we may not agree, but to agree to disagree.
Facts.
And when someone hurts you, instead of communicating with that person, having a mature conversation, you take to social media and you just say things that can be damaging to the other person.
To the relationship.
Relationship, other person.
Right.
The trust of the relationship.
Right.
The love of the relationship. The cohesiveness of the relationship.
Yeah.
So forth and so on. So it's like, how do you rebound from that? Me, I lead with love, so I really have to have genuine feelings of love. I'm not going to degrade my wife, call her out of her name, and make her feel. Thank you. And try to reduce her to this because of the intimate things I know about her life, and think that come home and want to cuddle and just be that loving person that I am. It doesn't happen like that.
Even after some space, like how could you, like I said, trust that person again with your innermost secrets after you've already shown me who you are? You know that, what's that saying? Like,
when somebody show you who they are, believe them. Like, believe it.
Facts.
And that's how I feel. So for my friends that's following me or not following me or have this channel, if I've deleted you and we're not friends, it was purposeful.
Yeah, that's a
reason.
And
if you try to friend me again, I will not accept the friend request, okay? Because I remove myself from the dinner table.
Because who wants to see negative stuff all day on Facebook?
Exactly.
Or on any type of
or
social
cheap
media
shots. Talk to me. Don't talk to social media.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou. When love is no longer served at the dinner table, what do?
Get up.
You get up. Period. So there's nothing my wife can ever do to me. There's nothing. Right. No. I don't want this food. Y'all can keep it. You know, so it's nothing that someone I love.
We are the table.
We are. That's right. We are the table. So, guys, stop putting your personal, most intimate things on social media.
Yeah.
If you love the person that you're quote unquote exploiting or talking or degrading, if you really love them, talk to them.
You would talk to them. You would say to them. And I get it. You know, you don't want to go to a friend that you have known or been a part of their lives for so long. You know, it's uncomfortable, but you have to be uncomfortable in order to move past that.
You do.
Because otherwise, how do you get through that? And if you don't, what's going to end up happening is it breeds resentment.
It does.
And, you know, you go today, tomorrow, and you don't speak up about how you feel about either something they've done to you or where you feel about something that's going on in that relationship. And 2 years from now, that 3-year mark, and you hear about that 3-year mark where things get difficult.
And you know whether you're going to stay or go. It's like fight or flight. I'm gonna fight through this, or I'm gonna flight.
Right. You gonna leave? You gonna fly?
No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here forever. Okay. So basically, guys, what we're saying is, if you love someone, leading with love. Like, I'll tell you this, Tabitha Brown is one of my most favorite people because she's such a wonderful personality. She's an inspirer. Like, I really look up to the way that she handles life, period. You lead with love. And what did she say? If you're not having a good day, don't you go mess up nobody else's here.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. You don't want somebody to not be able to face the day or get through their day because of something you've done.
Right.
If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, get on your knees and pray about it.
Deal with
you
that.
can't want someone to feel miserable throughout their day, because sometimes, and I'm going to say this and this is going to be it for me, one person may say, if someone else treats me poorly or say something to me that makes me feel bad, this is it for me. I'm going to take my life. You don't know what people are struggling with.
Going through. Yeah.
Right. So you have to lead with love, because sometimes you leading with love or treating that person special or to make them feel like they're not less than, you may be the only like symbol or definition of love for them.
Yep.
So I implore you guys, lead with love. That's it for me.
And anybody that knows me knows I used to make videos all the time on Instagram, actually. So I mean, I'm sure they're still there if you want to go back and look at them. And I've always, that was my tagline. And before I knew her, and before I knew that was something that she said a lot, you know, you lead with love.
That's it.
Not because of anything that somebody can do for you,
and not
but
because
because you want to help make somebody else's day better. And you never, like she said, you never know what that could do for them. And you could be the only example of love or just kindness throughout that day.
For that person.
For that person. So again, if you're going through a relationship issue with anybody, talk to them. And it's not a degrading session.
Communication.
It should definitely be a session of,
it's key.
You're listening to understand. You're not listening to respond.
And I do that sometimes.
Sometimes.
But my wife has helped me out with that. Like, you know, I listen to respond.
Yeah. Because,
Not all
you know,
the
we
time.
always want to get our point across.
Yeah, but...
You know, if you're in a situation or a debate, let's call it a debate. You're in a debate with someone, you want to say, okay, well, this is how I feel. Or, you know, this is what you did to me.
Right.
First of all, if you want to let that other person speak and listen to what they're saying to understand their point of view, so that, again, you can better understand where they're coming from.
Simply.
So it's just a matter of taking that time to listen, to understand, not listen to respond. So going back to that relationship issue that we're talking about, you know, the fact that the wife got on social media where it's out for the world to see. It's in the universe now. She can't take it back. But they kept
saying that both of them, that they love one another.
Right. And if you love that person, how do you go on not the internet, the internet, and degrade them and make them feel less than, and make them feel like what they've been through in their lives.
I was clutching my pearls, y'all.
Was a problem because you married her or him
as they
for
were
other reasons, and you accepted all of their
who they
flaws
were
in the beginning. So now, why that you're mad? Why is that you're mad now? You want to now air all of their dirty, clean laundry because it's a reason to get back at them. That's not fair.
I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you either.
Never. And I would never do that to any of my friends who I know, who I've known for forever. I would never do that.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
It's just necessary, guys. Communication.
Be kind.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Don't go around it.
And don't hold on to things.
Get through it.
Get it out.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you have to step back from the situation because you may be angry at that point. Give yourself some time and then come back. Reevaluate what it is and then come back to the situation and let them know, hey, well, this is how I felt in that moment. Can we talk about it? You know, again, you got to always take your ego out of the situation to get to a better point. And it's a stepping stone for growth for
it's called
all
maturity, honey.
Absolutely.
It's called, when you're a child, you do childish things.
Facts.
When you become an adult, you throw away those childish things. You have to handle things in love and in decency and in order. Period.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
We are
Herndon.JonesSquared.
2 times. Follow us on Instagram.
That's right.
And
that's it, babe.
Come back for another video.
And leave a comment or something you would like us to talk about.
And share this video.
That's right. Share,
subscribe.
like, subscribe, and
comment.
Share. Thank you.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.